I am dressed in black once again. Not for Tottenham's funeral this time, but for West Ham going down. Hello guys, it's your boy Manny here on Designated Hotspur. Welcome back to my channel, and today we will be talking about the game week preview for our game against Wolves. Huge game. But before we get into it, guys, please smash the likes, subscribe, hype, share, all the shebang. And yeah, the goal is still on. By the end of the year, I want to be on 2K. Now, I know that at the moment, I'm not posting as frequently as I should do, but next season, I promise you I will. And I'll be doing a lot of streaming as well. Well, once a week maybe is the goal. So please subscribe if you can. But let's get into it. Let us get into it. Saturday is going to be huge for us. Huge. If we go back to the fact that last week when we played Brighton, a lot of people were talking as if everything is doom and gloom. A lot of YouTubers were on the negative side, and normally I'm negative. Normally I'm not negative. I'm the one who looks at the glass half empty rather than half full. But that game gave me something. That game gave me something mentally. Although we lost 2 points literally at the death, it gave me something mentally. And I genuinely believe that it gave the same thing to Roberto De Zerbi. Because when he went into the press conference after, what he said was, I do not want any player to come into the training ground tomorrow sulking. I don't want them to come in with their heads held down. I don't want them to come in crying. I don't want them to come in moaning. You come in with your head held high and come into work. And that's exactly the attitude we need to get ourselves out of this situation. And I genuinely believe we will. On Monday night, West Ham's failure to gain 3 points again against a much changed Palace team also should have been a major mental boost for these players, for these manager, and for everybody around the club, because that has given us the opportunity to go above West Ham if they do not get a win against Everton and we get a win again against Wolves. And we must. This is the must of all musts. Mustest. We must get 3 points against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I was on a stream with George, big up George, on Durag Diaries, and Ash from Spurs King TV, etc. And I was being reminded of Wolves and our bad, how should I even put it? Our awful, horrendous run of games at the Molineux. I think it's the Molineux, Wolves. Well, guess what? I don't care. And the players shouldn't care. The management shouldn't care. The fans going to Wolves shouldn't care. This is a must win. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. I don't want to hear it. It's Wolverhampton. They literally have been guaranteed that they are going down. They have been sealed, signed, delivered. Wolves are down now. They're down. There is no excuse for us to go up there and get nothing but 3 points. You know what? Not only do I want 3 points, I want 3 points and an improvement on our goal difference. How about that? How about that? Nothing below 2-0 is acceptable. 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Give me that. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if we don't beat Wolves, then guess what? We do not deserve to stay up. Let me repeat it. If we do not beat Wolves, we do not deserve to stay up. Simple as. And I don't care what anybody says. We will be playing at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Everton v West Ham will be playing at 3 p.m. on Saturday. This is our chance. West Ham had their entire squad, entire first 11 that has been on form against Palace. Palace had Mateta on the bench, Sarr on the bench, they had Kamada on the bench, they had Wharton injured, and they still got a draw and got a goal disallowed. I do not believe that West Ham are beating Everton for many reasons. For many reasons. The first reason is Everton are gunning for Europe, the European places. Now, Everton are 1 point, I believe, behind Chelsea. Is it 1 point or is it 2 points? I think it's 1 point behind Chelsea. Let me just double check before I give you guys some false information, right? So let's see. Let's look at the table. So Chelsea are currently 8th with 48 points. Everton are 10th with 47 points. So they're 1 point behind Chelsea, who is 8th, but they're also just 3 points behind Brighton in 6th. Now, 6th this season, if Aston Villa wins the Europa League and finish in the top 4, I believe, 6th can guarantee you Champions League football. So Everton and David Moyes are going to the London Stadium to play West Ham with everything to play for. Everything to play for. So I genuinely believe that David Moyes and his team will do us a solid. Let me take a sip of my drink. Yes, you heard that right. David Moyes and Everton, the Tottenham of the North, they will do us a solid. Believe that. West Ham are not getting out of that game with a win. It will either be a draw or it will be a loss. It won't be a win. A draw, if we win, gets us above them. A loss, if we win, gets us above them. One on goal difference, the other on points. So it's imperative we do our job. And Roberto De Zerbi, if you're watching this, you need to do your job. Players, if you're watching this, you need to do your job. Start fast, start quick, get a goal in the first 10 minutes, show intent, get yourself into a 2-0 lead before the end of the first half, and then sit back, soak in pressure, and hit them with a counter. That is what it should be. That is what we should be doing. Replicate the performance that you did against Brighton against Wolves, and we win. Replicate the performance against Brighton against Wolves, we win that game. You saw Brighton yesterday absolutely annihilated, dismantled Chelsea, and because of that, Mr. Liam, PE teacher Liam, Chelsea manager, has been sacked. You can do this, guys. Get us out of this relegation fight. Get us out of this mud. Get us into 40 points. Leeds have got to 40 points now. They're out of it. We can get to 40 points. There are so many factors that are now going to be going for us. Villa being nearly there, confirmed top 4, and being able to, by the time we play them, probably rotate to focus on winning a Europa League trophy. Chelsea sacking William Rosignol, but then putting in charge the under 21 or under 18 manager who had become his assistant. Everything. Leeds being confirmed, you know, most likely to stay up and also playing in the FA Cup. I genuinely believe that things are stacking up. So we need to do our job now, Tottenham. We need to do our job. And once we do our job, we'll stay up. So guys, please, thank you so much. If you got to this part of the video, please smash the like if you can. Please subscribe if you can. Comment if you disagree with me. Comment if you think I'm delulu. And let me reply back to you, right? Please subscribe, like, share, and as always, guys, come on you Spurs.